As far as an expected result goes, if the appeals court upholds the restraining order, the administration and Trump are probably going to appeal to the Supreme Court. Once the legality of the hold is resolved, the case would then return to Robart. So it would go up to the Supreme Court on the same issue, that is whether or not this temporary restraining order is legal, especially across the whole nation when it was issued from Seattle. And then once that is decided at the Supreme Court, this would actually go all the way back down to the district court with Robart again, the so-called judge who started this whole mess. And we were very happy he started this whole mess. Now, what's interesting about that is because the Supreme Court is currently hamstrung at 8 judges, there's a chance that they'll just split on the ruling 4-4. That's happened a lot over the last year. It's probably going to happen again here. It did on the last immigration case that went up to the Supreme Court. If and when it does that, that automatically means whenever the Supreme Court comes off breaking even, it automatically leaves the lower court's opinion standing. So whatever the Ninth Circuit decides, if it goes up to the Supreme Court and they split, it essentially just stays whatever the Ninth Circuit issued, which is what makes, it really underscores the importance of this lower court ruling. How and when a case might get to the Supreme Court right now is a little unclear beyond that. The travel ban itself is set to expire in 90 days, meaning it could run its course before the High Court takes up the issue. Or the administration could change something about the ban in any number of ways that might keep this issue alive and bring new suits. It's really hard to predict. As far as those of you that did listen to the link below and were listening to the hearing, a quick caveat on tone. I've seen a lot of chatter about the tone of the judges and how they sounded mean to Flengy. They totally did in a couple of places, but for the most part, this was not unusual. A word of caution on reading into the tone of the judges at all. In oral argument, it is the judge's job to perform a very searching inquiry on both sides, and to hear animosity where they're really just hearing sharp-pointed questions is a mistake. It doesn't mean that they don't actually believe what that person is arguing. It is important to keep in mind that it is the judge's job to play devil's advocate and to draw out an attorney's best arguments in oral argument. They really do believe it is their job to do that. Otherwise, they can't write a good opinion. They want to know everything you tried to tell them. And sometimes they will, as we saw with Flengy and with Purcell, they will guide them a little bit. So I don't expect the result to be as sweeping as I think some people do based on how they read the tone of this oral argument. While it was definitely tense in certain places, the judges could very well just have been trying to draw as much from Trump's representative as possible in order to support an ultimate decision in his favor that bucks the TRO. I honestly don't believe that'll be the result, but I've been surprised before. This is just a little caveat to say, don't let the tone take you too far down the road that the court is for sure going to come out in favor of leaving the TRO in place. A court is being asked to challenge POTUS's power to issue directives with respect to national security, and the latter has always been due an incredible amount of deference, both from the legislature and from the courts. So they're going to be very careful going forward with this. That said, that's pretty much all I want to say on the matter. Feel free to either comment here, or if you can find me through other means to ask questions, feel free to. Again, strongly encourage you to check out that link. The hearing was very, very interesting. And thank you so much for listening. I hope you found this helpful.